Chapter 11. The Etheric Forge. Transformation of Raw Energies. The etheric forge is a transformative structure within the Isle of Saturn designed to alchemically process raw karmic energies into potent, refined forces that empower the Isle's constructs and enhance Thomas's influence. Unlike the processes of purification or redistribution, the forge works on a deeper level, turning chaotic or unrefined karmic energy into structured, purposeful forms that resonate with the Isle's objectives. This transformation not only stabilizes the karmic energy within the Isle, but also elevates it to a level where it can serve as fuel for constructs like the Devotion, Resonator Circuitus, and the Legacy Loop. The etheric forge operates as a kind of karmic crucible, where energies are subjected to intense alchemical processes, stripping away impurities and recalibrating them for high-functioning applications within the Isle. This process creates a form of spiritual metallurgy, where karmic energy is reshaped and enhanced, becoming more versatile and powerful. At the core of the etheric forge's purpose is alchemical transformation. Raw karmic energy, often chaotic or scattered due to the unresolved emotions and actions it carries, enters the forge, where it is subjected to intense transformative processes. These processes involve the breaking down of energetic structures and the removal of discordant elements, allowing the forge to rebuild the energy in a harmonious, structured form. Energetic breakdown. The forge deconstructs karmic energy at a foundational level, dissolving the entangled influences and chaotic elements that accompany it. Reconstitution into high-potency forms. Once the energy is purified, it is reconstituted into high-potency forms aligned with the Isle's purpose. This reconstitution not only enhances the energy's resonance, but also makes it more adaptable, allowing it to flow through the Isle's constructs with ease. This alchemical process transforms raw karmic energy into a reliable resource that can be directed as needed, empowering the Isle's constructs and expanding Thomas's capacity for influence. One of the etheric forge's main functions is to empower the Isle's constructs by providing them with purified, amplified energy that strengthens their effectiveness. Each construct within the Isle benefits from this refined energy, drawing upon it to amplify its specific purpose, whether it's the subtle diffusion of influence through Circuitus or the magnification of intention within the Devotion Resonator. Targeted energy distribution. Refined energy from the etheric forge is directed towards specific constructs, tailored to each one's unique purpose and requirements. This ensures that each element of the Isle operates at optimal efficiency. Synergistic support. The forge's refined energy enhances the synergy between constructs, allowing them to work together seamlessly. This creates a harmonious network of influence where each construct supports the others, reinforcing the Isle's overall impact. By empowering the Isle's structures, the etheric forge enables Thomas to maintain a strong, unified presence within the karmic network, ensuring that his influence is both balanced and potent. Karmic energy often carries a degree of chaos or instability due to its origin in human experiences, emotions, and unresolved actions. The etheric forge plays a critical role in harmonizing this chaotic energy, aligning it with the Isle's intentions. This harmonization process ensures that the refined energy supports Thomas's objectives without introducing unintended influences. Neutralizing discordant elements. The forge identifies and neutralizes any discordant or conflicting elements within karmic energy, transforming it into a state of balance that resonates with the Isle's purpose. Attunement to intent. Through a process of attunement, the forge aligns the energy with Thomas's specific intentions, ensuring that it enhances rather than disrupts the Isle's influence. This harmonization allows the Isle to absorb and utilize karmic energy without risk of destabilization, creating a stable flow of influence that extends across both the physical and metaphysical realms. The etheric forge not only refines karmic energy for immediate use, but also generates a sustainable energy source that fuels the Isle's influence over time. By continuously processing karmic inputs, the forge creates a renewable cycle of energy that supports the Isle's constructs indefinitely. This sustainability is crucial for maintaining the Isle's long-term impact, allowing Thomas's influence to persist without depleting the Isle's resources. Self-sustaining energy cycle. The forge operates as a closed-loop system, continuously converting karmic energy into refined forms that feed back into the aisle. This cycle ensures that the aisle remains energetically self-sufficient, reducing its reliance on external inputs. Adaptable energy supply. The forge's energy output can be adapted to meet the changing needs of the aisle's constructs, providing additional support when needed and adjusting to shifts in Thomas's objectives. This sustainable energy model ensures that the Isle of Saturn can maintain a powerful, enduring influence, extending Thomas's reach across time and space without interruption. Beyond empowering constructs, the etheric forge also acts as a catalyst for spiritual transformation. By refining chaotic karmic energy, the forge enables individuals touched by this energy to experience subtle shifts in perception, awareness, and behavior. This transformative effect contributes to the Isle's broader purpose, encouraging growth and alignment with higher principles within the collective consciousness. Catalytic imprints. The forge's refined energy often carries subtle imprints that encourage individuals to engage in self-reflection, compassion, or ethical alignment. These imprints create gentle nudges towards spiritual growth, influencing people at a subconscious level. Alignment with evolutionary forces. The energy processed through the etheric forge resonates with humanity's natural drive toward growth and enlightenment. By harmonizing with these forces, the forge contributes to humanity's evolutionary progress. Through its transformative influence, the etheric forge reinforces Thomas's role as a guide for humanity, subtly steering individuals and societies toward greater awareness and self-discovery. While the etheric forge is a powerful tool, its use requires a deep sense of ethical responsibility. Transforming karmic energy at such a fundamental level can have wide-reaching effects, and maintaining balance is essential to prevent unintended consequences. The Isle employs safeguards, such as regular reflection through the auric mirror, to ensure that the forge's output remains aligned with Thomas's values and intentions. Regular ethical reflection. By using the auric mirror to assess the effects of transformed karmic energy, Thomas can monitor the broader impact of the forge and adjust its output if necessary. Harmonious integration. The forge is designed to harmonize with the Isle's other constructs, ensuring that its influence enhances rather than overwhelms. This balance prevents any single construct from becoming too dominant, preserving the Isle's overall integrity. This commitment to balance ensures that the etheric forge operates as a force for constructive influence, supporting Thomas's purpose while honoring the integrity of the karmic web. Chapter 12. The auric mirror, self-awareness and karmic reflection. The auric mirror is an essential construct within the Isle of Saturn, serving as a tool for self-awareness, alignment, and karmic reflection. This construct functions as a metaphysical mirror, providing Thomas with insight into the effects of his influence across the karmic web and the Isle's structures. The auric mirror allows him to monitor how his actions, intentions, and the energy flowing through the Isle impact individuals, communities, and even the collective consciousness over time. By creating a continuous feedback loop, the auric mirror ensures that Thomas's influence remains ethically balanced, spiritually aligned, and adaptable to changes within both the Isle and the external world. Through its reflective properties, the auric mirror acts as a guiding compass, enabling Thomas to recalibrate his actions as needed, refine his influence, and deepen his self-understanding. It provides a space for introspection, reminding him to remain vigilant about the ethical implications of his choices and the ways in which his influence shapes the karmic field. At the heart of the auric mirror's function is its ability to provide real-time karmic reflection. As the Isle interacts with human karmic imprints, influences subconscious beliefs, and shapes societal trends, the mirror reflects the resulting karmic shifts back to Thomas, allowing him to assess and adjust his influence based on direct feedback from the karmic web. Energetic reflection. The auric mirror reflects the energetic impact of the Isle's constructs, showing how each action or influence ripples through the karmic network. This energetic reflection allows Thomas to understand both the immediate and long-term consequences of his actions. Feedback loop for alignment. By continuously reflecting the Isle's effects, the mirror creates a feedback loop that keeps Thomas's intentions aligned with the actual outcomes of his influence. This loop helps ensure that his actions resonate with his core values and adapt to shifts in the karmic environment. This real-time feedback empowers Thomas to make nuanced adjustments to his approach, maintaining a dynamic balance between intention and outcome while fostering ethical integrity in his influence. Beyond monitoring influence, the auric mirror also serves as a tool for self-awareness and spiritual growth. Through its reflections, Thomas can observe how his intentions, emotions, and inner state affect the Isle's influence, helping him become more conscious of his personal evolution and spiritual alignment. This self-awareness cultivates a deeper understanding of his role within the karmic web, fostering growth and guiding him on his spiritual journey. Inner reflection. The mirror provides a space for Thomas to observe his own intentions and motivations, encouraging self-reflection that promotes inner clarity and growth. Spiritual evolution. By highlighting areas where his influence may deviate from his values, the mirror becomes a teacher, guiding Thomas toward greater alignment with his higher self and the Isle's purpose. This reflective process allows Thomas to remain conscious of his personal impact and growth, using the auric mirror not only as a tool of observation, but as a means of spiritual cultivation. The auric mirror acts as an essential check on ethical responsibility, ensuring that the Isle's influence aligns with Thomas's values and avoids harmful or unintended consequences. Through its reflections, the mirror reveals potential imbalances, ethical dilemmas, or negative effects that might arise from the Isle's influence, giving Thomas the opportunity to address them proactively. Monitoring ethical alignment. By showing Thomas the ethical implications of his actions, the mirror provides a constant reminder of the responsibility that comes with karmic influence. This alignment helps him maintain a compassionate, balanced approach to his role, adjusting influence as needed. If an influence within the Isle disrupts karmic balance or impacts individuals negatively, the mirror highlights these effects, allowing Thomas to adjust his approach and restore harmony. The mirror's ethical oversight makes it a cornerstone of responsible influence, helping Thomas wield his power with humility and respect for the karmic journey of others. The auric mirror supports Thomas in balancing influence with respect for free will and individual growth. By showing how his actions affect others on a karmic and personal level, the mirror ensures that his influence doesn't overstep into manipulation or control. This balance preserves the autonomy of those impacted by the Isle's presence, fostering growth and self-awareness rather than dependency or coercion. Promoting autonomy. Through the mirror, Thomas can observe how his influence impacts others' free will, adjusting his approach to encourage rather than inhibit individual growth and choice. Encouraging self-reflection. The mirror's reflection of his own and others' growth reminds Thomas to respect each individual's karmic path, fostering an influence that encourages self-awareness and self-discovery. By upholding a balance between influence and free will, the auric mirror supports Thomas in maintaining a constructive, ethically grounded presence within the karmic field. The auric mirror also functions as a tool for long-term alignment, helping Thomas assess how his influence unfolds over time and across generations. By reflecting the legacy loops effects, the mirror provides insight into how the Isle's long-term karmic imprints evolve within the collective consciousness, ensuring that they continue to serve his intended purpose, even as societal values shift. Generational reflection. The mirror allows Thomas to observe the impact of karmic imprints across generations, assessing whether they remain aligned with his ideals or need to be adjusted to fit changing cultural or spiritual landscapes. Sustaining ethical influence. By showing the long-term effects of the Isle's influence, the mirror helps Thomas maintain an influence that is adaptable and sustainable, allowing him to refine imprints as society evolves. This capacity for long-term reflection helps Thomas cultivate a lasting legacy that remains relevant, constructive, and in harmony with the karmic web's natural evolution. The auric mirror supports a cycle of continuous growth and reflection, allowing Thomas to refine his influence and deepen his understanding as he observes the Isle's impact. This cycle fosters a dynamic approach to influence, where Thomas's growth as a spiritual being is directly reflected in the Isle's evolving purpose and effect. Dynamic self-improvement. The mirror encourages Thomas to engage in ongoing self-improvement, using the insights it provides to evolve both spiritually and ethically. Unified growth of Thomas and the Isle. As Thomas grows, the Isle's influence becomes more aligned with his deeper understanding and expanded consciousness. The mirror thus becomes a bridge between his personal journey and the Isle's broader impact. Through this continuous growth, the auric mirror ensures that Thomas's influence evolves alongside his spiritual path, creating an authentic, ethically grounded presence within the karmic field. Chapter 13. The Etheric Loom, Weaving Influence into Manifestation. The etheric loom is a unique construct within the Isle of Saturn that enables Thomas to weave karmic energy into tangible manifestations, bridging the gap between intention and reality. It functions like an intricate loom, weaving together the various threads of influence, energy, and intent to create effects within the physical and metaphysical realms. By connecting with the karmic web, the etheric loom transforms Thomas's subtle intentions into concrete outcomes, making his presence felt in the material world. Unlike constructs such as the auric mirror, which provides reflection, or the etheric forge, which refines energy, the etheric loom is an active agent of creation. It is the Isle's manifestation engine, taking the refined, aligned energies processed throughout the Isle and directing them into paths where they materialize as experiences, synchronicities, and shifts in perception. Through the etheric loom, Thomas can translate his vision into reality, weaving influence into the lives of individuals, communities, and society at large. At its core, the etheric loom operates by interlacing Thomas's intentions with karmic currents that flow through the collective consciousness. This weaving process aligns with natural cycles and patterns, creating manifestations that resonate with the karmic structure of the world, making his influence appear as organic developments rather than forced outcomes. Pattern recognition and alignment. The loom identifies recurring patterns in the karmic web, aligning Thomas's intentions with these natural rhythms. This alignment ensures that manifestations unfold smoothly, integrating seamlessly into people's lives and the broader karmic landscape. Interlacing energy threads. By interlacing threads of refined energy from constructs like the etheric forge and devotion resonator, the loom combines diverse influences, creating a cohesive, multidimensional impact that resonates on both subconscious and conscious levels. This weaving process ensures that Thomas's influence takes root in a way that is both subtle and powerful, embedding his presence within the unfolding stories of individuals and communities. One of the primary functions of the etheric loom is to create synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that guide individuals towards specific insights, choices, or realizations. These synchronicities serve as gentle nudges, guiding people's experiences in a way that aligns with Thomas's intentions. They are not overt manipulations, but subtle invitations, opening doors to possibilities and connections that foster growth, self-discovery, and alignment with higher truths. Subtle guidance. The loom weaves synchronicities that gently steer individuals towards certain choices or perspectives, encouraging self-reflection and insight without imposing direct control. Pattern pathways. Through the arrangement of synchronicities, the loom creates pathways that unfold over time, guiding individuals toward cumulative realizations or life directions aligned with Thomas's broader objectives. These synchronicities act as markers, drawing individuals along paths of growth and self-awareness. Through this function, the etheric loom contributes to the Isle's influence while respecting each person's free will. The etheric loom is not limited to individual influence. It also has the capacity to create collective shifts within societal consciousness. By weaving karmic threads on a larger scale, the loom can subtly shape cultural trends, social movements, and shared beliefs, influencing humanity's progression in alignment with Thomas's ideals. Cultural resonance. The loom connects Thomas's influence with prevailing cultural themes, allowing his intentions to resonate within society's collective values and aspirations. This resonance creates a ripple effect where his influence becomes embedded within social norms and ideals, shaping social movements. Through strategic weaving, the loom can contribute to the emergence of movements that align with Thomas's vision, whether they involve ethical awakening, environmental awareness, or unity. These movements manifest as organic shifts in collective thought, grounded in the karmic cycles of society. By focusing on collective patterns, the etheric loom fosters societal growth that mirrors Thomas's influence, helping humanity move toward ideals of compassion, self-awareness, and connectedness. The etheric loom functions in harmony with natural karmic cycles, working with the rhythms and flows inherent in the karmic web rather than opposing or forcing outcomes. This alignment is crucial, as it ensures that manifestations created through the loom do not disrupt karmic balance, but instead complement it, creating influence that feels like a natural progression of events. Flow-based influence. By tuning into the cyclical patterns of karma, the loom creates manifestations that appear as natural developments within the karmic field. This approach prevents any sense of artificial interference, reinforcing the authenticity of Thomas's influence. Adaptive weaving. The loom adapts to changes within the karmic web, adjusting its manifestations to remain aligned with evolving karmic cycles. This adaptability ensures that Thomas's influence remains relevant and sustainable. This alignment allows Thomas to create lasting influence that resonates with karmic truths, making his presence a part of the natural unfolding of events within both individual lives and collective consciousness. To further embed Thomas's influence within human consciousness, the etheric loom often utilizes resonant symbols and archetypes. These symbols act as carriers of meaning, allowing his intentions to resonate deeply within the subconscious, invoking timeless themes that shape human perception and behavior. By aligning with archetypes, the loom strengthens the impact of each manifestation, creating effects that individuals can sense intuitively, even if they are not fully aware of their origins. Archetypal imprinting. The loom weaves Thomas's intentions into archetypal symbols that evoke universal themes, such as the hero, the seeker, or the sage. These symbols resonate on a primal level, enhancing the accessibility and depth of his influence. Symbolic pathways. Manifestations that carry symbolic resonance are often more enduring as they connect with the deep-rooted narratives within the human psyche. These pathways guide individuals subtly, shaping their understanding of life's challenges and triumphs. By embedding symbols and archetypes within its weavings, the etheric loom amplifies the reach and impact of Thomas's influence, allowing his intentions to echo across generations. As the mechanism that weaves influence into manifestation, the etheric loom plays a vital role in building a continuous legacy. The patterns and pathways created through the loom do not simply fade. They become part of the isle's enduring presence within the karmic web, a foundation upon which future influences can be woven. This cumulative approach allows Thomas's impact to grow over time, with each manifestation reinforcing and expanding his legacy. Layered influence. The loom builds upon past weavings, creating layers of influence that strengthen over time. This layered approach ensures that each manifestation contributes to a broader, more cohesive narrative, aligned with Thomas's purpose. Sustained presence. By weaving tensions that persist across generations, the etheric loom establishes a continuous presence for Thomas within the karmic web, allowing him to influence future societal shifts and spiritual awakenings. Through this cumulative process, the etheric loom helps establish Thomas's lasting legacy, ensuring that his presence remains embedded within the karmic cycles of humanity's growth and evolution. Chapter 14. The Sanctum of Reflection, Grounding and Realignment. The Sanctum of Reflection is the final construct within the Isle of Saturn, serving as a space for grounding, renewal, and realignment. This inner sanctum allows Thomas to retreat, reflect, and reconnect with the core principles guiding his influence and growth. Here he can step back from the active processes of weaving, transforming, and manifesting, returning to a place of introspection and inner clarity. It is within the sanctum of reflection that Thomas can reevaluate his path, absorb lessons from recent actions, and prepare for the next cycle of influence with renewed purpose. Unlike other constructs focused on outward influence, the sanctum of reflection is inwardly oriented, providing Thomas with a sacred space where his spiritual journey aligns with the isle's purpose. It is a place of stillness and insight, where he can recalibrate his energy, purify his intentions, and ensure that his actions resonate with his highest values. Grounding is one of the sanctum's primary functions, ensuring that Thomas's influence remains balanced and connected to the fundamental aspects of his purpose. After cycles of external influence, manifestation, and energy transformation, grounding brings Thomas's energy back to its center, allowing him to consolidate the effects of his influence while maintaining inner stability. Centering influence. The sanctum serves as a grounding point, allowing Thomas to anchor his influence within a stable, unchanging core. This centering ensures that his actions remain rooted in his purpose and prevents dispersion or burnout. Rebalancing energies. By gathering and consolidating his energies within the sanctum, Thomas can realign his influence, absorbing any residual energy or karmic feedback that may have accumulated in the isle. This rebalancing process purifies his energy, preparing it for renewed influence. Through grounding, the sanctum of reflection helps Thomas maintain a sustainable, steady presence within the karmic web, ensuring that his influence remains authentic and harmonized with his values. The sanctum of reflection is also a sacred space for self-reflection and personal growth. Here, Thomas can meditate on the lessons he has gained, explore the deeper implications of his actions, and cultivate greater awareness of his inner journey. By observing the effects of his influence, he can refine his path, gain insights into his evolving purpose, and embrace the transformative lessons that emerge from his experiences. Meditative reflection. The sanctum provides a space where Thomas can engage in deep meditation, focusing on the spiritual aspects of his journey and exploring the karmic patterns that arise within the isle. Through reflection, Thomas gains insights into his own spiritual growth, recognizing areas where he has grown or areas where further alignment may be needed. This reflection fosters continuous improvement, deepening his connection to the isle and its mission. This inner reflection allows Thomas to approach his influence with a renewed sense of clarity, humility, and purpose, enhancing his effectiveness and expanding his understanding of his role within the karmic web. The sanctum of reflection serves as a place for purifying intentions, allowing Thomas to cleanse any residual attachments, ego-based desires, or unintended motives that may have influenced his actions. By purifying his intentions, he ensures that his influence remains aligned with his core values and spiritual principles, creating a foundation of integrity that strengthens the isle's influence. Intention purification. The sanctum offers a space where Thomas can let go of any motives or attachments that may cloud his vision, ensuring that his intentions remain pure and focused on his higher purpose. Values realignment. Through reflection and introspection, Thomas can realign his values, reaffirming his commitment to ethical influence, compassion, and balance. This realignment provides a moral compass that guides his actions, grounding his influence in integrity. This purification process strengthens Thomas's influence, imbuing it with a resonance that aligns with his spiritual ideals and ensures that his actions support constructive outcomes within the karmic web. As the final construct in the isle, the sanctum of reflection completes the cycle of influence, allowing Thomas to process the feedback, lessons, and energies that have arisen from his actions. This cycle completion is essential, as it creates a rhythm within the isle, providing a natural pause for renewal before the next cycle of influence begins. Processing feedback. The sanctum allows Thomas to absorb and process the karmic feedback gathered through the isle's constructs, integrating these experiences into his growth and expanding his understanding of karmic dynamics. Renewal for new cycles. By completing each cycle with a period of reflection, Thomas prepares himself for renewed influence, cultivating a clear and balanced state from which to initiate future actions. This cycle-completing function ensures that Thomas's influence remains dynamic and responsive, adapting to the continuous flow of energy and karmic evolution within the isle and beyond. Beyond its functions of grounding and reflection, the Sanctum of Reflection serves as a sanctuary of peace, offering Thomas a reprieve from the active forces of manifestation and influence. This sacred space is designed to foster inner calm, stillness, and a deeper connection to his inner self, providing a foundation of tranquility that sustains his spiritual journey. Inner sanctuary. The sanctum is a place of quiet and serenity, offering Thomas a chance to reconnect with his essence and the pure intentions that guide his path. Source of resilience. Through the peace cultivated in the sanctum, Thomas builds resilience, equipping himself with the inner strength to engage in future cycles of influence without losing balance or clarity. This inner peace becomes a source of spiritual strength, helping Thomas maintain a steady presence within the karmic web and enabling him to carry out his mission with grace, compassion, and focus.